Hey, Shalom, Labaquayim, Sha'ala, Hazaquayim, Ha'akim, Ha'akwath, the elders, the brothers, the sisters of the hopeful elect, Shalom to you, giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, and by way of the Holy Spirit, Harakak Wadash. I want to bring out this article, and I pray that it be edifying. All right, as you see the title here, it says One World Religion Headquarters set to open next year, and I just want to read some of it. What's the date? See if there's a date on it. 2 months ago. Okay, says one world religion headquarters set to open in 2022. The headquarters will be called the Abrahamic Family House and is being built on an island in the Middle Eastern city of Abu Dhabi. The headquarters is being done. Matter of fact, let me see. Where's Abu Dhabi? Let's see where that's at. All right, so that's in Saudi Arabia, right there in that Valley of Jehoshaphat region. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so it says the headquarters is being done in collaboration with Pope Francis and Sunni Muslim leader Sheikh Amin al-Tayyib after they both signed a global peace covenant called the Document of Human Fraternity for World Peace. The stated purpose of the Abrahamic Family House is to bring understanding and tolerance among the faiths, but there are a couple of notable changes. First, Abu Dhabi is a part of the UAE, United Arab Emirates, where it is illegal for Christians to proselytize and conversion from Islam is prohibited. Oh, and I want to make a quick point. Persecution of Christianity is coming up too. I saw something in an article in India where they're coming down on Christians too. And then I saw something else too. I can't remember where it was at, but Lord willing, I go into that. But I saw that today though. It says the Pope represents Roman Catholicism, where Christians are free to convert to Islam, but citizens of Abu Dhabi are not free to choose Christ. All right, and we know that Christ is Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew, the Messiah, the anointed one for the nation of Israel, the Savior, the Redeemer, who the Most High is about to send back to deliver his elect. Right? Perhaps like the Abrahamic family house that promises tolerance and understanding, the UAE Constitution also guarantees freedom of religion in accordance with established customs. But the devil is in the details. Though certain practices like conversion from Islam are directly prohibited, penal code for the UAE defers to Sharia law, which strictly prohibits apostasy. The One World Religion headquarters will have 3 buildings, one building each representing the mosque, church, and synagogue. However, the church is not permitted to have a cross on the building as a method of identifying it, as it is illegal to display a Christian cross on the building on the UAE. And this is just a little video, I guess, of what it's going to look like. And we'll play that real quick. Now, in the meantime, I don't know if you've seen it, but they got this big ass statue. What they call that shit? It's this big ass statue that it's just basically a big old idol. All right, it's a big, huge idol that changes appearance. So it goes from, it might be Arnold Schwarzenegger 1 hour, then the next hour is Lil Wayne, then the next hour is Jay-Z, then the next hour is Leonardo DiCaprio, whatever, and that's That reminds me of Revelation 13 about the worshiping the beast. But all this shit is going into worshiping the beast, man. This whole new world order shit, this new world religion, all this shit is part of that worshiping the beast, and those that would not worship the beast, he would cause to be killed. All right, so let's keep on reading. It says, though usually not enforced, teaching that Yahushua is the only God is considered to be an act of insulting Allah or the Prophet Muhammad, and offenders can be subject to imprisonment for 5 or more years, fined from 250,000 dirhams to 2 million dirhams, which is equivalent to 545,000 USD, and Christians may be deported. To add to the confusion of bringing understanding and tolerance, Sunni Muslim leader Sheikh Amin Al-Tayyib, who is widely touted as a moderate Muslim, strongly believes that Muslims who convert from Islam to any other religion, including Christianity, should be killed. So if the idea of the one world religion headquarters is to bring tolerance and understanding, then why build it in a Muslim country where conversion is illegal, and why do it together with a Muslim cleric who teaches that Muslim apostates should be killed? Isn't that the opposite of tolerism and understanding? So, let's see what this says. It says most Christians understand the term one world religion to refer to the merging of all religions, including Christianity, into a single global religion. Many Christians believe that a one world religion is directly linked to the last days, when the Antichrist will establish a one world religion, which will be associated with a one world government and lead to the mark of the beast. What role would China play in the establishment of a one world religion, a one world government, and the mark of the beast? In our new book, China and End Time Prophecy, we outline a role that China is playing in the end times, or what to look for during the last days. All right, they don't know what's going on. All right, China is going to be a factor, a big factor in World War III, along with Russia, Iran, etc. But I'm going to bring these scripts out, all right, because when these things are happening, man, you should look up, to the believers, the hopeful elect. These should be a good sign for us, man, because we know that the God Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob ain't with this shit. He ain't with everybody coming together, man. The Lord is with, separation. He's with order. He ain't with all this shit, man. And this is the same nonsense that the Lord had to confound, the heathen for before. Because this is what the heathen have a track record of doing. Now, this is Genesis 11. It says universal language, Babel, confusion. It says, and the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said to one another, go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven. And let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one. Okay, one. And they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and have nothing, and now nothing will be restrained from them which they have managed to do. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. All right, so the Most High God Almighty Yahweh wasn't with, all the nations coming together and being of one. And really what this was rebellion, against the Most High anyway, because they was building that tower because this was a post-flood society. This was, led by Nimrod, who was I think Nimrod was the grandson of Ham. So he knew about the flood, and, this whole thing of building this tower so high was through the Spirit to avoid another flood. You know what I'm saying? And so what the Lord did was he sent the angels down, and they confounded them by, making it to where, matter of fact, let's read verse 7. Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another. So the Lord, verse 8, so the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city. Therefore is the name of it called Babel, or Babal, because the Lord Yahweh did there confound the language of all the earth, and Babal means confusion. And from thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon all the face of the earth. So the Lord shut that shit down. And first he confounded the languages so that they couldn't even speak no more. They couldn't speak to each other one more. They couldn't understand each other, and that brought a whole bunch of confusion. And that just the plan went sour. From that point. So the Lord shut that shit down. You go to First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 40. It says, verse 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. You see, there it is again. This time it's the Greeks, right? The Edomites. It says, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king, right? Everyone should leave their laws. Everyone should come under this one world banner, all right? So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion. So here it is, the Greeks are here again, and they doing the same thing. They trying to bring about a one world religion, and they gonna have the heathens join right along with them, like we just read. You see, you're gonna have Jakes consenting too. It says, verse 43, yet many also of the Israelites, the so-called Hispanics, Native Americans, blacks, which back then these were the so-called the black tribes, all right, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, that was in the land, For the most part, you had other Israelites there as well, small remnants of them, but primarily you had Judah, Benjamin, Levi there. It says, and many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. Verse 44, for the king has sent by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land, all right? And what's coming from this is going to be nothing but strange laws of the land, all right? This ain't nothing righteous is going to come from this, man. You think we live in a wicked society now, this shit going to get worse under this. That's why we need the Lord to come and deliver us. And that's why he is going to come. This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thought? Right? And the title of this chapter says, the reign of the Lord's anointed, which we know his anointed is Yahushua. All right, the NIV says, why do the nations conspire and the peoples plot in vain? All right, and this is a vain plot of the heathen, man. They plotting this new world order, one world government, one world religion, one world currency. This is all a vain thing because the Lord is going to disappoint, all right, this enterprise. This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And we know that Esau goes all the way back to the serpent, who was known for being a crafty, the most crafty beast of the field, which the field represents all the other nations, right? And you have his enterprise, which is his undertaking, all right, this plan, this pursuit, all right, this agenda, this wicked device that he's pursuing, all right, the Lord is going to disappoint this. He's not going to allow this to fully succeed. He's only going to allow it to go, so far before he puts an end to this shit. All right, so, first thing I said when I see this is like, man, like, when these things begin to happen, look up, lift your head up, because the end is nigh. Salvation is near. Redemption is nigh, man. So, Lord willing, this is edifying and exhorting. I give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. To the next one, Shalom.